I welcome... Wait, did I just hear here? Who just said here? When I first decided to go public with what I believe is paranormal, I did what a lot of people do. I went onto YouTube and I checked out shows on Amazon in regards to paranormal and what other people are doing. And I've said this many times before, that among the other people that I paid attention to was Steve Huff. I've said this before, I don't shy away from saying it because it is a fact. I had watched Steve Huff to see how he was going about things, and like a lot of people, I was amazed by the devices that he was building. I didn't want to buy one of his, I didn't want to create one of his, I wanted to create one of my own. And over the past couple of years, a lot of you have seen me go from the Angel phone to the Trinity box to the Angel box, which is still the most popular device that I have built and frankly has made its way all around the world. And now I have been using a new device called the Aura box, and I've been getting a lot of requests lately to explain more what the Aura box is and how it works. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. Stick around. So there is, in my opinion, there's a misconception out there that any type of device that is used is what's going to be responsible for the communication that comes in. There is some truth to that, but it's not all of the truth. I personally believe that there are multiple aspects that go into getting spirit communication. Yes, I do believe that you do have to have some sort of a connection, but I also believe that anybody can make a connection if they really want to. I think it's a mixture of vibration, tone, and frequency that allow for spirit communication. We have to open up that door. It's just like making a phone call, I think. You go in with an intention, you have specific things that you want to ask, but I also believe that there are, again, those three items that have to be in place for you to properly get spirit communication. Now, I did see one YouTuber, a fairly large YouTuber, who I had to laugh because he uses a version of Huff's portal, and at the time was using a PSB7. He was explaining that it uses a lot of complicated algorithms to bring about spirit communication. No, it doesn't, guys. No, it doesn't. My opinion is that these are YouTubers' ways of making themselves stand out and not copy what they do. There are no special algorithms, as far as I am concerned, from what I have done, from what I have seen. All of these devices, I'm going to let you know right now, all of these devices in their own way are nothing more than just amplified devices. They're just speakers that allow us to hear the responses in a louder way. Now these are just the nuts and bolts of it. Each one does get a little specific, but the nuts and bolts is that these are just amplifiers. Steve Huff, when he started off, he used a guitar amplifier, and I believe that was portal, and then of course a lot of people started to copy that. Like I said, I didn't want to buy one of his, I didn't want to copy his, so I came out with my own, which was the Angel phone, which was a handmade device that I used. And then I came out with the Trinity box and then the Angel box, and now I'm using the Aura box. The Aura box, there's a couple of different aspects to it. In some ways, it's very much just an amplified device, just like plugging a speaker into an app or a radio that allows you to hear louder. Now, the thing about this particular device is that it uses a separate woofer and tweeter system. That way, you're getting better highs, better lows, and you're able to better understand what is coming through. It still needs some sort of a device to make noise. Again, it can be a radio, it can be an app, it can be anything that takes a 3.5 millimeter audio jack. It can be your cell phone, it can be whatever it takes. And a lot of the devices that are out there operate in much the same way. Now, we're gonna, give me a second, I'm gonna go grab it, and then we're gonna break down exactly how it works and how I communicate. Here we go. Okay guys, so this here is the Aura box. I don't have it plugged in, nor do I have the batteries in at the moment, but this is the Aura box. And as I mentioned earlier, I think it's a mixture of vibration, tone, and frequency that allows spirit to come through and speak. I think that, in addition to our own energy and energy that we can produce, kind of combines and makes an environment that allows spirit to speak. Now, we still have to be able to provide a noise source, but that noise source can be anything from running a shower and doing an EVP session with the shower water running. It can be anything that creates various tones and frequencies. Now, one thing that I am working on is this device right here. I don't yet know what it's going to be called. It is far from being done. But this device will be able to produce both EM energy from this EM fan that I'm building. It's also going to be able to produce vibration at different decibels and frequencies and tones at various wavelengths. It's not done yet. It's about 60% done, 55-60% done, right around there. But when this is done, this will work in combination with this, and hopefully we will be able to produce some actual real-time responses. Now, the Aura box itself works on a couple of different principles. There is, on the inside, there's an EM pump that is just a standard DC motor with rare earth magnets attached to it that are wound in copper. That is wired directly into this rose quartz crystal that's also wrapped in copper, and the two are linked together. The idea being is that when crystal is squeezed and if there's vibration attached to it, it will produce its own energy. So this is, in a sense, almost like an antenna that feeds in through. As I mentioned earlier, the woofer is here, the tweeter is off here onto the side. If we take a look to the back of it, all my devices, including the Aura box, has the opportunity to run on battery power as well as just wall DC power. We have our reverb and our noise reductions right back here. Noise reduction is really good if you're using a scanning radio like the PSB7 or like the S-Box, which I've been using lately to knock out a lot of that noise. And I'll give you an example here in a little bit. Right here is the on-off switch. Where is it at? Yeah, right here is the on-off switch for the EM pump that's on the inside. On the side here, we have some options. We can plug a microphone in if we want to be able to use our own voice in conjunction with the other noises that are coming through, just to add some extra noise. I have not done that on any video, but it is an option. We also have FM and AM static frequencies in here that we can also use, which I have not used as of yet. It's also Bluetooth, which allows you to use any Bluetooth device. Like if you're using your phone, for example, and you want to run it through this wirelessly, you can through the Bluetooth. Now in this, I also run frequency. I have, I believe it's from 70 hertz. It might be a little bit lower than that. It might be 60 hertz on up to 1,000 hertz. The human voice is usually carried between 70 to 250 hertz, right around there. And so I go just a little bit outside of that range, just in case we are able to get some tones within that range. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to plug this in so you can hear that tone. This right here allows you to fit anything from a standard cell phone to a radio to a 10-inch tablet, so you can carry it around with you. And of course there's loops here on the side for a shoulder harness. So I'm going to turn the camera off, I'm going to plug this in, and then we'll get right back to it. Okay, so we're plugged in. Now, to be fair, I do not make any claims that any of these devices are what attract spirit. I don't think anybody should ever make that claim because, truthfully, we do not know. We don't know who we're talking to. We don't know what we're talking to. I have theories as to how the science of it works, but that's all it is just a theory. These devices, I don't care who says what. Based off of my research, off the work that I have done, these devices, they amplify the sounds, they clean up the sound, they improve the sound. If they are set up to produce energy, like mine have EM pumps, well, in the larger ones, this one in the Angel phone has EM pumps with the antennas, they may help boost a little bit of that energy for spirit, but again, it's only theory. The idea is that we take any kind of, I'm going to start with the radio first. We take any kind of noise source. In this case, this is the S-Box.
S-Box. Scanning. FM.
Okay, and this is the S-Box just as it is. Just a scanning radio. Okay, I'm turning the volume down on that. I'm going to turn on the Aura box.
Play by TS card.
Okay, so I don't know if you can hear this tone. So that is the tone that's running in the background as the audio is playing. Again, this is ranging from about 60 hertz on up to 1,000 hertz. Of course, 420, 432 hertz is also put into this. Idea being, of course, that we use frequency and vibration to speak. Now, I have the 3.5 millimeter plug that will simply plug into the S-Box. I'm going to turn this up. Okay, so if I let the S-Box play just normally without the noise reduction, that's what we're going to get. That's exactly what it's going to sound like. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put it in the cradle. In fact, you know what? Yeah, I know, I heard you. So I'm going to put it in the cradle. I'm going to secure that in. So now we have the S-Box in the cradle. I'm going to turn up the volume. Now I'm going to adjust the noise reduction, because I want to take out as much of that scanning noise as possible. Now, right now I have the reverb set to about middle. So we're going to get a little bit of a reverb, not much. The idea of that is to extend any of those words that may be coming through. Now the light right here is purely if they want to try to use light and color to communicate in any specific way. I've not worked on that a whole lot lately. I have experimented a few times, but nothing major. But it flashes, I believe, red, blue, white, and I think there's green in there as well. Red if they are feeling upset or passionate, red, blue if sad, green, of course green with envy, white if happiness, and that's the idea. So we can still hear that tone a little bit in the background. I'm going to adjust the noise reduction and we'll do a little bit of a session. Hello, hello, this is Philip. Is there anybody here who would like to communicate? If there's anybody who would like to come through and
It's on Facebook.
And speak, you're more than welcome to. I welcome those of low light. I welcome those of higher vibration. I welcome those of heavenly vibration. I welcome... Wait, did I just hear here? Who just said here? I welcome heavenly archangels. I welcome heavenly angels of protection. I ask that this session, this home, be wrapped in heavenly light. I also have this little device right here. If you want us to acknowledge that you are here, you can simply touch this. It will light up. You can take any of the noises, any of the sounds that come from this device, you can manipulate it for me to hear you, okay? Who is that? I had a nightmare the night before last. Was that because of the movie that I had watched, or was there something? Or was there something trying to attack me?
Play that.
I only welcome those of love and peace and kindness. If there's anyone here, can you give me your name, please? Do the tones that I am playing help you out?
What the? Yeah.
What, did I just hear yeah? Sir, what is your name?
Oh. Hey.
If you are pure consciousness, can you actually see me?
At the center.
Just for confirmation, guys. Just for confirmation. If you know me, can you say my name, please? If I tell you that my name is Philip, can you repeat my name back to me? Can you say Philip? I mean no harm, I come with peace and love. Okay guys, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to switch over to something else, okay? Hold on. Where's my volume? There we go. My volume on the phone was down. Just the reverb, just a little bit. Now, the Necrophonic app does have reverb on it. I like to use my own because mine is adjustable. I can adjust it to how thick or how deep I want it. Okay, so again, hello, this is Philip. Is there anybody here who would like to communicate using this app? If there's anybody here, can you give me your name, please? I heard that, thank you. Can you use the tones that I'm pumping through this to help you out? Okay, I thought I heard help on a few occasions. Are you needing help into the light? I heard you out. Okay. Dear Heavenly God, I thank you for this day which you've given. I ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, and Uriel, please, if there are any spirits, if there's any souls here who do need your help, who do need help crossing over into the light, please provide that help for them if they are ready. If they are not ready for it, then please provide whatever education you can. But if they are ready, if they are able to, if you can please lead them out of wherever they're at right now to help cross them over to the light for happiness, for clarity, for joy and peace. And I thank you for that. Okay guys, I'm just using this time as... I heard that, thank you. I'm just using this time as an experiment, as to educate. Okay guys? Hi, sir, what is your name? I welcome those of heavenly light. I welcome those of higher vibration of peace. Okay. Okay, once again, guys, if you're looking for that help, I ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, please help these spirits cross over if they are allowed to. Guys, I don't have the final response or decision, okay? Okay, guys, I want to thank you for your time. Okay, I do have to go. I thought I heard Chris. Is your name Chris? Okay guys, I'm going to ask, please do not attach, please do not follow, please do not stay in this home. Please return through the gateways and the doorways in which you came, okay? I'm going to ask my protectors and my archangels, please make sure those gateways are closed. I want to thank you all for your time. If you need help, ask for the light, ask for Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, okay? Okay guys, I want to thank you for your time, and I will just talk to you later on, okay? Bye. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to check out my channel. I hope that this little demonstration helps out a little bit in explaining to what, not just what my boxes do, but what most of the boxes out there, how they perform. I thank you so much for your time. If you're curious to see how more of these boxes work, the ones that I make, see them in action, you can check out any of the videos on this channel, and I will just see you next time. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.